With a colorful history spanning over 100 years, the building formerly known as the Courthouse, among other things, was dismantled and removed. We spoke with Director of MCK Asset Management, Kanento Patton, to tell us about the project and what will become of the space left behind.
We've got probably 1 or 2 loads left to spread and compact, but we'll be done within another hour or so. Well, we didn't realize we were going to have to dig as deep as we did. As we were pulling up different portions of the slab, we were seeing some of the old, building practices where they would bury all the old brick and cement. So that was a surprise. It just means we had to put more stone in the ground. And coordinating all of the machinery in such a small area was a little tricky, but we got through it. Yeah. The original building, we don't know the exact build date, but we think it's turn of the century. 1900s, maybe late 1800s. Then sometime maybe around the 30s, they had built the second section, and then the last section closest to what used to be recycling was, maybe 40s, 50s. Well, even before we had contracted the company, we knew that any building built before 1980 most likely has asbestos. So we hired a company to come in and test all of the concrete and the foundation. We went in the attic to look for vermiculite. We took samples from all the, I don't know how many walls, maybe 20 samples to check for asbestos in gyprock. And we actually found only 2 walls in the entire building that I guess hadn't been renovated more recently that actually had asbestos in the plaster. So we hired this company, Panzini, who has a very good track record of doing large projects, and they also specialize in asbestos removal. So step 1, before any of the demolition had begun, we closed the building. First, step 1 was actually going around the neighborhood, putting out notice that we were going to demolish the building and that we had detected asbestos in the testing. Just to let them know that we have a company that's qualified to do this, to be removed according to Quebec and federal government, provincial government, and Kahnawake environment standards. So after that was done, the company, we did our final pass through the building. We removed whatever we were going to salvage. Then we locked the building down. No one's allowed in it. And Panzini's asbestos abatement team came in, sealed it up, removed all of the asbestos material. We bagged it. They removed it out of Kanawake to a site that was according to the guidelines for disposal of hazardous material. Presently, we put a lot of stone in the ground because we have to put another a trailer complex. It's about 26 by 60. That's going to be the training center for the labor office. It's going to basically go on the same footprint as the old courthouse. That is set to be delivered on December 10th or around that time. That's a temporary arrangement for labor office until we have a more permanent solution. I'm glad it's done. we did it just in the nick of time. I was praying that we didn't get a heavy snowfall or anything, but I'm happy to see it done.